To titrate the KHP standard, begin by dissolving the sample in approximately 75 to 100 milliliters of deionized water. KHP crystals don't dissolve very readily at room temperature in deionized water, so you're going to need to physically agitate the solution to ensure that every crystal of KHP gets dissolved. Do not begin the titration until it's completely dissolved, and be careful not to lose any solution while mixing it. Once all the KHP is completely dissolved, add an appropriate amount of indicator, in this case 1 to 2 drops of phenolphthalein. Titrate the dissolved sample now with sodium hydroxide. The nice thing with a back titration, if you know you're going to back titrate, you can proceed very rapidly and deliberately over titrate it. Okay, now that the solution is pink, remember you want to get the drop that makes it turn the light pink. So this is over titrated. When back titrating your sample so that you don't have errors associated with adding a very small amount of back titrate, usually only a few drops are required, you want to add no less than a full milliliter of HCl. So I've drained in at least 1 milliliter of HCl, and it's not clear yet, so now I need to continue going beyond this point until the solution is before the equivalence point. So I have a clear solution again, and now I want to proceed very carefully with the sodium hydroxide solution, going drop-wise until I get the drop that makes it turn light pink, using partial drops if necessary. And you want to get to a point where the pink persists for at least 30 seconds. This is pretty faint, so I'm going to add another partial drop. And I'm going to let that droplet drop down the sidewalls. You should be able to tell that the solution has pink in it, really without the aid of a white background, but sometimes using the white background makes it a little easier to see. So I'm going to go one more partial drop. And if you over titrate, it's okay, because you can go back and add more hydrochloric acid. Okay, so now I can definitely perceive that this does have some pink in it. And if that holds for 30 seconds, that would be your final endpoint. And at this point, you record the total amount of sodium hydroxide used and the total amount of HCl used.